Alright, welcome back to Fix It Up. Today we have probably the craziest customization I've ever done. We got this G-Wagon. Gonna do a little bit of customization on this thing. Not gonna change the engine. I think I want to keep the V6 in it. And obviously, I don't have the... Why do I keep coming in here? I don't have the funds to afford this thing myself, so it's not mine. It's just a little loaner just for a little bit. But one of the previous events with the UFOs and aliens and stuff, there was one of my people in my Discord had won this. So they're letting me customize it, which I very much appreciate because this should be a lot of fun. I have two ideas of colors I want to go for on this thing. If I can't get the first one good, then I'll be doing the second color, but I want to go with like, actually that's kind of cool. I was thinking like a gold slash kind of sandy color. I was thinking more sandy, but this is like gold. I don't know if I want to keep it like that though. I'm gonna try and figure out a more like sandy kind of color because I think that would be pretty nice on this thing. Something like this might actually be perfect for what I wanted. That actually looks pretty good. So I think we'll leave this on it. My second color was going to be like a light blue I was going to put on this thing, but we'll put this on it. I am going to put some airbags on it just to see what it would look like lowered down to the ground and raised up a little bit, because I might do more of an off-road kind of style, or I might go with a nice slam build, or I could keep a stock, but depends on what it looks like. So we'll take a little test here. We'll lower it all the way down, and that actually looks pretty cool. Fitment would need to be changed a little bit. Obviously, it still needs to. Person put Cosmes on it, which I'm definitely gonna put back on when I give it to them, so that way they don't lose them. But what does it look like all the way up if I went kind of off-road? That also would be pretty cool. And on two might be the move, so it's not absolutely slammed, but that would also be pretty cool to have it all the way down. I think we'll probably leave it around here, or I might just leave it at stock ride height because I'm not sure what the fitment's going to be like. It also might be hard to do it slammed with how these fenders are and have the tires out wide enough. But let's go figure out the fitment on this thing. And this thing also has some side exhaust, which is so cool. I think this is the only car in the game with that, which I think it's awesome. We need more cars like that. Speaking of more cars, they put a sneak peek of a C7 Corvette in the sneaks thing for the next update. So I'm assuming that will be in the next update, which will be pretty cool, but not what I really wanted them to add because it's pretty similar to the C5. I would have more preferred like a C8 or a C4, maybe a C5, but they already have the C6 in the game, and the C7 is what they're putting in. What it is, I'll still probably try and get it and at least do a video on it. All right, now what wheels am I gonna put on this thing? I don't think any of these or any of those. I'm either gonna go with like one of these few chrome ones, or these ones wouldn't look terrible, I don't think, on it either. Those are what I have on the Rolls Royce. They're kind of just like a luxury wheel to me, and they wouldn't look bad. I might just go with these ones actually. So what was the fitment on those? 30, 21. I'm gonna go with a 20 for the... Nope, not. That was the width. That's the wrong thing. 20 for the diameter for the wheel. And then the width of the tire, we'll try a 260 first and see what that comes out looking like. And a 20 for the tire. And we'll see what that looks like front and back. Hopefully the fitment's going to be the same on the front and the back, so I won't have to mess around too much, but we'll figure it out. All right, there is a tire done. Fitment on that is actually looking pretty perfect. I'll probably need to go wider if I lower it. And on the back could be wider by 20 from whatever I do. So I will lower this down all the way, see what it looks like lowered down with this tire on it. With it slammed, I could probably go 20 out, and I think it'll be pretty good. All right, and I might also do a different wheel because I'm not really feeling those that much. I am going to try these ones. So we'll try a 280 in the front with a 20 tire. There we go. And that should be good. Those actually don't look terrible, but not really the look I'm going for, honestly. But that does fit pretty good. We'll get rid of that. We'll try a different rim. I might just try these ones. We'll get one of those. I'm okay with spending a decent amount of money on rims for this thing because this is a crazy car and I want it to look as good as I can make it look. Put this SLX wheel on there. Fitment's looking good. The style, that's not terrible. What else is there for chrome wheels though? I think these ones are pretty chrome. These ones are just like shinier. These ones are still chrome. I think I'll go with a different rim. I don't really like that one that much. If I'm debating it, we're taking it off. I think these will be the move. I'm already just gonna buy two of them. This is gonna be the move. I'm liking them. There we go. We can get these things going up on the tire machine here. There we go. 1 and 2. Those aren't bad. I'm liking it. So next, we need to see, are they good in the back or do they need to be wider? A little bit wider. So we'll go with a 300 for the back. 280 in the front. Whoops, I bought another 280. A little bit of a waste of money, but that's okay. How much was it? It was only 600. That's not a big deal. We'll get some 300s, 20s. There we go. And perfect. Put them on the back. And that should be good fitment. Just double check. Yeah. They're actually looking pretty perfect there. I'm tempted to paint them. Do I want to go lighter or darker? What if I was to paint them a little bit lighter than they are? We come in here, we can bring it like, I don't know if I want to go all the way white. We'll go with this one. E3, E3, E3. That should be pretty good. Boom. Those are a little brighter than I wanted them to be. So I'm not doing that. We're going a little darker. Bring it down to AD, AD, AD. That's not bad. We can do that. I can deal with that. Number 2, and we'll get these 2. Final one, and there we go. Now they're looking good. I don't mind that. I might change the color up a little bit, make it a little less yellow, a little more on the orange side. Okay, so they are sticking through a little bit, but that's okay because I can just go up to 2, and that should be good. Still have it a little bit lowered, but looking pretty good. I don't know if I want to keep it the sandy color, actually. I might try the blue out if I can't get a better color. That's a little too orange. Yeah, we're just gonna go with a blue. I want a nice light blue on this thing. I'm liking that. That's not terrible. That looks better with these wheels too, in my opinion, at least. Now, what's the move? We can go test, see if this thing is tuned or not. I'm assuming it probably is, but it doesn't have that many miles, so I don't know if they even brought it down there. I feel bad putting a lot of miles on this thing, but they said it was pretty much okay for me to customize it and stuff, so... Ooh, and I already totaled it. And now I owe them a lot of money. Luckily, these don't actually get totaled. I guess we'll do a possible stock speed test here. It might be tuned. It definitely seems tuned. So I'm assuming this is just our tuned speed test. But it is really fast. It's definitely not as fast as some other cars that I have, obviously. But the max speed is 205. Let's try not to absolutely wreck here. We're good. So top speed on this thing is 205. That's a lot faster than I expected it to be. I'm not gonna lie. Not many cars go over 200. There is a decent amount, but some cars you would think that would go over 200 don't. But we'll just bring this thing all the way down to the city just to make sure that it's not tuned, or it is tuned. And if it's not tuned, then that was a stock speed. That was a little kickflip. Oh, bad accident. We're good. Did a little kickflip there, but I'm assuming it's tuned. If it's not, then that was a stock speed test, but that probably was our tuned speed test. We'll just come down here and double check. I'm also leaving the normal tires on it because the normal tires that you get from the other city, the main city, they are better for drifting. And yes, it is tuned all the way. But yeah, these tires are better for drifting. Race tires are better for cornering at high speeds. Slicks are better for drag racing. Eco, I think, what do they do? Save you on gas, and daily are just like daily. I don't know. We've figured out pretty much all of them, so I will probably do either a short or some kind of video or something here soon about what all the tires are good for, and I'll go over that a little more in depth. But there's a little rundown of all those. Yeah, I guess that was a tuned speed test. So before I put more miles on this thing, I'll just reset, and then we can do a little drag test on it. I feel like this video is like flown by. Either it is gone by really quick, or I'm just having a lot of fun driving this thing. I mean, I am having a lot of fun driving this thing. It is really cool. I wish I could afford one of these, but being the most expensive car in the game, yeah, there's no way. I might be able to have half the money to afford one of these. Hopefully I can do an event sometime soon and win it. That would be awesome. I would love to add one of these into my garage. But we can give it a little speed test down here, see what kind of time it can get on the drag strip. And 553 isn't bad. I should have checked down at the dyno if this thing was all-wheel drive or not. I feel like it is, but who knows? Because they don't really go exactly with real-life drivetrains, because the Porsche, at least the GT2, when I was customizing that, it was rear-wheel drive and not all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure most of them, if not all of them, are all-wheel drive in real life. But who knows? A 544 that time. This thing is not bad at all. It's not the greatest because it doesn't seem like it can get under a 5 second, but it is still really good. And it looks really good too. All right, we'll give it one more speed test down here. And then I might try and find some public servers or something to do with it, because I don't think this video's been that long so far. That was my fastest time, a 5:28, and I didn't even have traction control off. Well, I guess I'm doing one more run with traction control off and seeing if we possibly can get it down to 5 or even under. It might be possible. We'll come on the left side here. Maybe this side will give us more luck. All right, traction control off, and we're out. Definitely does seem to be picking up speed faster. What did we get for a time on this one? 5:24. Not bad at all. That is pretty good. And yeah, the side exhausts are so cool on this thing. All right, well, I went through a few different public servers. Couldn't really find anybody that wanted to drag race, which is kind of surprising. I did get a lot of looks on the car. A lot of people were surrounding this every time I would go somewhere, but I didn't want to drive too much and put too many miles on it, just in case they wanted to keep the miles low on it. But figured we could at least test its drifting capabilities, because I was noticing it was drifting decently well. So I think it might be rear-wheel drive. Like, this is drifting really good. This is actually really surprising to me. This is like the best drifting I've ever done with any car. I'm loving it. We can take this little S-turn road right here, see what it does. Nope, I'm still terrible, so I couldn't do it. But I am loving how this car drives and the looks of it. I think it's amazing. Ooh, well, I just said anything. Crashed it into a pole there. And the sunroof unfortunately doesn't work, but that is okay because it is so cool how it is. Although I would hope that the sunroof would work on a like $200 million car, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, not many people have them, so I guess it's not that big of a priority for them. There may be like 30, maybe 40 of these that exist. I don't know. There was like, I think 20 from the first time they gave them away, but now they've just been doing events every once in a while, giving one away in a few different events. Like this one was, I think, the most recent event that they did for a G-Wagon. But I guess since we've pretty much done everything we can with this thing, we just go over it a little bit and then we'll have a little edit here right after this. But I think this thing is so cool. It is pretty fast too, and it drifts really good. I still think I like the Mark V drifting more because it is just more fun, but this is pretty easy to drift. It is definitely a good looking car too. I think the windshield looks a little big though, but I don't know if that's how actual G-Wagons are or not. I haven't seen many of them before in real life. Only seen a few. I was getting some thumbnails earlier and it does, like, especially from down here, the windshield looks a little bit too big, but that might just be how they are. But other than that, I think it's sweet. I was thinking about going with the black on it too, but I wanted a color that would pop on it, and I also love just pastel colors, so I think this came out looking really good. And I already had the white wheels on it when I went to repaint it, so I didn't want to have to buy another set of black wheels for it. But it does look so cool. I want to try and get one of these sometime in an event. We'll see if that's gonna be able to be doable or not. But yeah, there's not much else to really say about this thing. I don't know. I'm just happy I got to customize it and drive it around a little bit. I also really like the running lights on it. These halos around the lights, and then the lights just the little insides. But when you're just driving it, it's got the running lights on right there, which is pretty cool. And I can't tell if that's supposed to be like a metal bar around it or if that's just black trim. It might just be trim. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Thank you again for letting me use this G-Wagon. Hopefully I didn't put too many miles on it, and I will return it back to how it was before, so that way you don't have to worry about any of that if you like your customization more than mine. But I guess we can roll the edit here in a second, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace out.